Hi. I'm going to show you sort of the awesomeness that is point slope form, but I'm also going to show you the limitations. Like I said before, when it comes to the limitations, there definitely are some with point slope form, and it mainly comes with converting into standard form and finding intercepts, and that can be cumbersome. So we're going to start out first with those cons, because I always like having like the best last sort of thing. So first of all, point slope form looks super complicated and it can be intimidating. So because it looks so complicated, a lot of people shy away from point slope form, even though it can be so versatile. So it looks so complicated. If we look at point slope form so we can really see it, y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. If we look at that base equation, and what if we ended up having like something like this? Y plus 3 is equal to negative 1/2 x plus 2. A lot of people instantly say, oh, well, the point is 2, 3, when in reality, our base equation has negative numbers in it. Now we have positive numbers, so our point that we're really looking at is negative 2, negative 3. So you have to like really remember that, and that like needs to be driven home. That can be part of that complication that people get nervous about. So it looks super complicated, but once you get the feel of it and once you are sort of in the routine, point slope form can be super duper 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 awesome and versatile, like I've already said. As well, converting into y equals mx plus b or ax plus by equals c can take a bit of work. And we're going to see that in video 3. It can take a bit of work to go from point slope form into slope intercept form, and it's a little less work there, but converting it then into standard form is definitely more cumbersome because a lot of the times you have to turn it into slope intercept form and then take it into standard form. So there's a lot of steps that kind of go along with that. That being said, again, once you know a point and once you know the slope, what is the point in turning it into slope intercept form? I don't see the only point I see is maybe you need to know the y-intercept, but then you can also use your graph to find the y-intercept. I mean, there's a lot of different ways that slope intercept form and point slope form have a lot of great pros, and that so they kind of become redundant a little bit. So once you know the slope, you have a point, you can really like manipulate the point slope form to the best of your ability to find other points. So pros, I've already said it. It is super versatile. Where point slope or slope intercept form, you need to have the slope. You need to have the y-intercept. If you don't have those things, you can't create an equation. With point slope form, if you have 2 points that you know are on the line, no big deal. It's got it covered. With 2 points, you can find the slope. With 2 points, you can then take that slope that you just found and take one of those 2 points. It doesn't even matter which one. It doesn't matter if one of those is an intercept or not. You can just take one of those points in the slope and could then create an equation, and you're done. Done. It's amazing. So 2 points, no big deal. If you have a 1 point and the slope, super no big deal, because then you are done right away. If you have a point being an x-intercept, again, no big deal. You don't have to worry about it. If you have a point that is your y-intercept and the slope, you might as well just use slope intercept form. That's a one point in time where I just say revert back to there. But if you have any point whatsoever beyond the y-intercept and the slope, or 2 points and you need to figure out the slope, point slope form is your favorite person on the planet. Like, this is the cool aunt in the family, okay? Point slope form will take care of business every single time. They will always take care of it. On top of that, it is super easy to graph. Okay, super easy to graph. Again, that y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. You can easily find 1 point and you can easily find the slope. If you have a point and the slope, you can create any graph you want. It's awesome. It's seriously awesome. It's great. Super awesome. The only bad part is if your point ends up being not on a beautiful 10 by or negative 10 by 10 grid that like we all love to see and use, if your point is off of that, then you're just going to have to change up your graph. But again, point slope form is like my favorite. It's amazing. All right, we're going to do one more video. That video is going to look at converting between well, first we're going to look at using point slope form, but then we're going to look at how it converts into slope intercept form and standard form. And hopefully you can see that versatility that point slope form has. Thanks for watching. One more video after this, and then you're done.